When you talk about dangerous foods, some top that list, like sannakji, a raw octopus that's literally eaten while it's still squirming, or pufferfish that's over 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide, or unripe ackee fruit that can cause vomiting and worse, death. The list goes on. But then, when it comes to Chinese cuisine, there are certain foods that rank top on the death scale and have raised eyebrows because of their toxic nature and the potential health risks they pose. So let's delve right away and understand why these foods should be approached with caution. Number 1. Rat meat. Don't get it wrong, there's nothing inherently wrong with eating rat meat. In fact, it's considered a staple meal in many parts of China and Asia as a whole. However, not everyone agrees with this unusual meal. Even worse, many people have often been deceived into eating it. Now, let's talk about how rat meat finds its way onto unsuspecting dinner plates. It begins with the sneaky practice of substituting other types of meat with rat meat. Some people have been known to masquerade rat meat as mutton, beef, or even poultry. This crafty maneuver has raised eyebrows and prompted concerns about the potential health risks associated with consuming these meals. But why the uproar over rat meat? Well, it's not just because rats make for unlikely dinner guests, but they are also notorious carriers of diseases and pests, making them less than desirable for our plates. Rats can transmit diseases such as leptospirosis and salmonellosis, which can wreak havoc on our bodies and lead to a host of unpleasant symptoms. Leptospirosis, caused by the Leptospira bacteria found in rat urine, can result in symptoms ranging from fever and muscle pain to kidney and liver damage. Salmonellosis, caused by the Salmonella bacteria, can cause abdominal cramps, diarrhea, and fever. That's not all. Eating rat meat has other health concerns because rats are scavengers and are often found in unsanitary environments, feeding on whatever they can find. This means their meat can easily be contaminated with harmful substances, including pesticides, toxins, and other pollutants, which of course, if not treated properly, can kill you. But luckily, there are safer ways to consume this delicacy, and that involves purchasing it from trusted suppliers who adhere to strict quality control standards and with an established reputation for providing safe and authentic dishes. Number 2. Gutter oil. Cooking oil is a very important food ingredient in every culture and cuisine, including Chinese. But did you know that there's a sinister side to this seemingly innocent ingredient? Gutter oil, also known as recycled cooking oil, is the stuff nightmares are made of. It sounds like something fictional, but unfortunately, it's a real issue that has plagued the Chinese food industry. So what exactly is gutter oil? Imagine a mix of discarded kitchen oil, sewage drain runoff, and leftover grease traps. Yes, you heard that right. Gutter oil is simply, as the word implies, oil obtained from very unclean sources. It's an illicit blend of oil that's been scavenged from the grimiest places imaginable, and a sinister trade, with individuals collecting this waste oil from various sources and then refining and repackaging it as fresh cooking oil. You might wonder why anyone would go to such lengths to produce this abomination. Well, the answer lies in profit. Gutter oil is cheap to produce, which allows unscrupulous individuals to cash in while putting public health at risk. How is it dangerous? First and foremost, gutter oil is very toxic. The murky depths from which it's sourced contain all sorts of contaminants, including carcinogens, heavy metals, and harmful bacteria. Hence, consuming it can expose you to these toxins, leading to a range of health problems. It's even been said that long-term exposure has been linked to liver damage, gastrointestinal disorders, and even increased risk of cancer. It's indeed not something to take lightly. To make matters even worse, identifying gutter oil isn't as simple as peering into a bottle and spotting a label that says gutter oil. No, these tricksters are clever. They often mix recycled oil with legitimate cooking oil to mask its origins and deceive unsuspecting consumers. So, this is a reminder to be mindful of the places you dine in and opt for reputable restaurants with a proven track record of food safety. Number 3. Fake eggs. When it comes to fake foods, few examples are as notorious as the infamous fake eggs, also known as plastic eggs. These counterfeit products have stirred up quite a bit of attention and concern among consumers. So, what exactly are fake eggs, and why should you be cautious? Fake eggs involve the production of eggs using synthetic materials and chemicals that imitate the appearance of real eggs. But when it comes to your health, fake eggs pose serious risks. Imagine cracking open an egg, only to discover that the yolk and white don't quite look like the real thing. Instead of a smooth, viscous texture, fake eggs have an unusual consistency and even bounce like rubber balls. That's because they're often made using substances like paraffin wax, gypsum powder, and other synthetic materials. It's bad enough that they don't even look or taste like real eggs, but even worse when we consider their health risks. Consuming fake eggs can cause digestive issues, ranging from mild discomfort to severe gastrointestinal distress, and even potentially leading to organ damage and long-term health problems. So, how can you protect yourself from falling prey to the counterfeit culprits? Start by being a vigilant consumer. Purchase eggs from trusted sources, such as reputable grocery stores or local farmers markets, where the chances of encountering fake eggs are significantly lower. Also, pay attention to the appearance and quality of the eggs you purchase. Real eggs should have a consistent shell texture, a slightly weighty feel, and a natural coloration that can range from white to various shades of brown. Number 4. Fake duck blood. Duck blood is a very common ingredient in traditional Chinese dishes like hot pot and soups, and is loved for its unique texture and flavor. But here's the thing. Some people intentionally sell off fake duck blood and try to pass it off as the real deal. How do they do it? Well, it involves using cheaper and sometimes unsafe materials to mimic the appearance and feel of authentic duck blood. They throw in artificial coloring agents, gelatin, starch, or who knows what else. The worst part is that this fake stuff is often made in very unhygienic conditions, making the whole situation much worse. Consuming fake duck blood can also lead to a whole bunch of health issues. For some folks, it could trigger allergic reactions or intolerances because, let's face it, we don't know what's really in there. And if it's made in unsanitary conditions, it might be carrying harmful pathogens just waiting to unleash some nasty foodborne illnesses on you. So if you go touring in China and want to purchase duck blood from the markets, you better look out for this unfriendly foe. It's all about being aware and keeping your eyes peeled for signs of suspicious duck blood dealings. And if something doesn't feel right, don't be shy to ask questions. Trust your gut, quite literally. Number 5. Melamine tainted milk. In 2008, China faced a major food safety scandal involving melamine tainted milk and infant formula. But what exactly happened? Well, some people thought it would be a good idea to boost the protein content of milk by adding melamine, which is a chemical used in the production of plastic bowls and plates. Now, you might ask, why on earth would someone add plastic to milk? The answer lies in the deceptive desire to inflate the apparent protein content of the milk. By adding melamine, the milk would show higher protein levels when tested. But here's the catch. Melamine is far from being a suitable source of protein for human consumption. Sadly, the repercussions were grave, and China recorded its highest percentage of kidney damage, urinary tract diseases, and even kidney failure, especially among infants and young children. The incident sparked outrage and led to stricter regulations and surveillance in the Chinese food industry. Authorities cracked down on those involved in this despicable act of adulteration. In response to the crisis, both local and international authorities implemented rigorous testing protocols for dairy products, and fortunately, actions were taken to rectify the situation. The Chinese government implemented measures to enhance food safety standards and restore consumer confidence. And that's it, guys! While the vast majority of Chinese foods are safe and enjoyed by millions, there are specific food items that may pose health risks if mishandled or consumed improperly. Fake eggs, rat meat, gutter oil, fake rice, and tainted milk have gained notoriety due to their potential hazards. So to ensure your well-being, it's essential to exercise caution when selecting ingredients, sourcing food from reputable suppliers, and practicing proper food handling and cooking techniques.